as St. Martin, our people, we have to work together, you know. So moving forward,
you just need to get back to basics, and from there you could see everything.
Do not settle for less in life. And entrepreneurship is the best way to go. Working for yourself is absolutely 2 thumbs up. How you doing? Welcome to your favorite program, Strictly Business, with your host Brian Barry, alongside your co-host Mr. Julian Rolox Jr. Not forgetting our great cameraman, Mr. Melvin Ostry. What's happening, my brother, behind the camera? Now, St. Martin, call up a friend, call up a family member and tell them, listen, tune into SOS Radio 95.9 FM right now because the boys are in the building. Of course, before we begin, we're going to shout out to all our amazing sponsors. Thank you so much, GEBE, our water and electricity company. GB, as always, we continually thank you for your continued support. Thank you so much. Then we got Fat Boys Kitchen right there. Jimmy's on the Pondville for the best Johnny cakes on the Dutch side of the island. Come on, you got to go and visit Fat Boys Kitchen. Also, you get your jerk chicken, your ribs and stuff there. But right now, Fat Boys Kitchen for sure. He take a late vacation, you know, so you won't find him there right now. But he'll be back, definitely. Then we have the Jerkies next to Aki Supermarket right there on the Illage Road. Jerkies, how you doing? Go there for your rice and peas. You get some Johnny cakes there as well, some good tasting food. Then you have right there Aki Supermarket for all your grocery shopping needs. Go and visit the Aki Supermarket today. Then we have Bolchan's right there in the front street for all your electronic needs and electronic shopping, your big LCD TVs, your flat screen TVs, what you need in electronics. Bolchan's have what you need. Go and visit them today. Then we have the St. Martin International Guest House. You need a great place to stay for a great price. Give them a call at 588-1216. That is the St. Martin International Guest House. Give them a call today at 588-1216. Now, if you love movies, you love watching movies, you love relaxing, the #1 place to go and visit is the Video Block in French Quarter for all your movies and DVDs. Get them on DVD, get them on USB, get them on hard drive. We also have PS4 games, PS3 games, Xbox One game. If you need your movies loaded on USB, we have a special tutty deal that you must see. Give us a call. Give the Video Block a call at 0590-873325. That is 873325. Thank you so much for all our great sponsors. Brother Rolox, how you doing?
B, what's going on? St. Martin, how you doing? How you doing?
Bless.
Here again, feeling good. You know how it is. You know, Melvin, one of these days we gotta get you on the program, though. You can't be behind the camera
all the time.
Yeah, one of these days we gotta get our boy on the program.
Right.
Okay, B, first I want to send my condolences to the family of La Dolce Vita because the owner had passed. You know, my condolences send out to the family because he has a young family, you know, and
our sympathies.
Our sympathies, you know. So that's send out to the family of La Dolce Vita. You know. B, today we're gonna have a special program. You know, we like to do our, you know, B, every day I buy a newspaper. You know, I buy a newspaper every day because it's important to know what's happening in St. Martin. You know, what's happening in St. Martin, what the people have on their heart, what they feel, you know, what they want the government or the people to hear, mostly the government, because people is talking so the government can hear. So something can be done.
Yeah. What are the major concerns?
Yeah, what are the major concerns? So, you know, I put my hands on an article here that we had.
Okay.
Maybe you could just the headline. You can read the headline for the people to hear.
All right. This article was published on the 19th of July 2017 by Miss Laura Bainsdorp. All right. The article goes as follows. Phillipsburg. Young professionals on St. Martin find it extremely difficult to find a house for themselves. The housing system on St. Martin does not support single-income households, says Charlisa Emilia, a 24-year-old young professional. Most of my friends live with their parents.
Okay, so let me go a little bit on that. All right, tell me your thought on that.
For me, growing up, I already realized that's a fact. And actually living with my parents, I think I did that until I was actually 30, bro. Yeah. You know, my reason for that was saving. You're saving. So it's very important for a young man or young woman to keep a positive and good relationship with your parents.
Indeed.
That way, they're not itchy and rushy to get you out of the house because you maybe have a good job or wherever, and you support. You put your contribution.
Yeah.
And in that way, you were able to save that X amount of money that you were going to be spending in rent. You know, too many youngsters today, they want to grow up too fast, 18, 19.
They go on their own
They want to
field.
go on their
They're on
own
their
to
own.
say, hey, I could now do what I want, come home how late I want.
Yeah.
And then yet they don't realize they just put themselves in debt for a very, very long time.
Indeed.
Because absolutely you have to pay GB, absolutely you have to pay ADF, you have to pay the landlord.
Yeah, you got
and
kids, you gotta
then
pay.
you might leave over the late scratch for yourself to buy some food.
Buy some food and maybe the
So
wife wants to do
yeah,
something.
so it's very important. I don't see nothing wrong with a young adult staying at home once you have a great relationship with your parents, and you have a good room, you have a good living condition, and you're able to give to your parents.
to improve your life, eh?
Yeah,
Also, because you
save-
can't be
you
with your
save
parents though.
tremendously.
You cannot be with your parents and you're just sitting there.
Correct.
And just
correct.
living off of them.
Because of course we know a lot of people, yes, they live with their parents, but then they splurge.
Yeah.
They spend their money like there's
Like
no
crazy,
tomorrow.
they live around, they be around the block and all they buy a car.
Every
they-
party,
you know?
every weekend, you want to be there. you
But
know,
what I would like to
wasting
also,
money.
I would like to, a comment that was said by a young entrepreneur also in the housing business here. Maybe one of these days we're going to get him on the program, you know,
Okay.
because he's in the business, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm going to read what he said, right? He said, in order to lower rent, you must first lower cost of construction. And to do this, the building code needs to be revised. If you force the lower rent on existing apartments, you will essentially foreclosure, then the banks will need assistance. The problem is easy to fix, okay? That's what he's saying.
Okay.
You see, I'm saying that because there's two sides. Remember, the lady is saying her concern, and a young businessman also who's in the business is saying his concern, okay? Now, I'm also in the real estate business, okay, renting business. When you're building here in St. Martin, Brian, is not cheap. It's expensive, okay?
Very expensive.
It's very expensive. Like we was just talking just now, the helper might charge you $80 a day. You know, so the big man self who's around, it might charge you $100 to $125 a day. So you're starting from somewhere. You need to buy the material, and that's depend where the house is. Because if the house in the hill, that costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
Remember, you need to build a retaining wall. You need to build. You need to get somebody to cut the land. So these things cost a lot of money. You know, and nobody does business, Brian, to don't profit.
To lose.
Everybody does business because they want to profit.
Right.
You know, so we gotta understand both sides. Okay, so you just want to get that piece clear, right? So, so it costs. It has its cost with it. With it. When you go to the bank, you set up your cost. For example, you have 10 apartments. The contractor give you a quotation of $200,000. The bank, you go by the bank, you gotta pay the bank $3,000 a month, right? So you're gonna have to make sure rent these apartments at a amount.
Cost, yeah.
At an amount that you can pay the bank, because if your cost is low and you have to pay the bank $3,000 and you only get $2,000 from your rent, it doesn't make sense.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So that means that the bank will foreclose on you and take your building. You know, and then the bank's gonna run in problem again now. And then we don't know nothing. The bank's got something there they can't sell. So then that's the situation there.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Let me go a little bit into the article. In 1996, the St. Martin Housing Development Foundation was established to help the group of citizens in need of affordable housing. Indeed, okay. So that's why the Development Housing Foundation was founded. Okay. Since then, the foundation has constructed around 800 units, but there are still over 1,500 people on the waiting list, of which 327 are aged between 24 to 24. St. Martin Housing Foundation General Director Helen Solomons Brown calls this group the hidden homeless.
Wow.
Okay? So 327 of these people are between 24
It makes me wonder, bro, because
and 34.
things we've been talking about all the time, you know. St. Martin is a lay island. We
Yeah.
can't accommodate everybody.
Indeed.
So all of these are late trickle-down effects, factors.
Yeah.
Things are going to happen. You have so many people right now shacking up with others. So anytime you see a lay apartment come up, available, it goes fast because there's so many people looking right now while they are shacked up somewhere else. And that's why we've been saying all the time, you know, we can't accept everybody here.
Yeah.
More and more and more and more and more people, come on, this cup is overflowing way before.
Way before. Yeah.
You know, we're sipping on the seams now, all in the cup on the side of the glass is running over. But yet still we are accommodating the world.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's impossible, and it's very impossible, and it's sad now for the locals, St. Martin or St. Martin Bonds, who go away to Holland or whatever, come back and study. That's why majority of them, they don't even think about coming back.
Yeah.
They want to come back and contribute, but to live how? To live where? To
Yeah.
do what?
Yeah. I understand.
There's no accommodation.
Yeah, there's
Because
no-
while they are away studying and getting their degrees, there's somebody else coming in here and already ticking up and filling up the spots. Whether it's not only in the jobs, but like you're talking about, like we're talking about, also in the housing.
Indeed.
When somebody
Housing.
living and they're paying rent, they ain't looking to go nowhere anytime soon.
No.
You understand?
No. And
So it's a lot
some
of
these,
factors.
and some of these, when you get your job,
Mhm.
a lot of companies pay you in guilders.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And you know when the constructor is going to construct his place, his dollars, right?
Yeah.
When you reach wherever,
Mhm.
his dollars they gotta pay.
Yeah.
You know, so business is being done in US dollars.
That's another joke. That's
Yeah.
another joke right here on St. Martin because
You know what I'm saying?
official currency is guilders, but yet still almost the whole population in love with the dollars.
Dollars.
You know,
You
they
know?
price things in the dollars. I mean, of course, in the supermarkets now you see the prices are in guilders and whatnot.
But when you reach
But
by
then-
the cashier,
But then there's also always a trick to it, whether you're paying gas or whatever it is. That's allowing them to make that little extra profit on the
and
population.
there's
You
a
know?
currency. Sometimes the currency.
That's what I'm
change, that
saying.
will kill you.
We know across the board it's supposed to be 180.
Yeah.
Go pump up at the gas station. Trust me, you're getting 178.
Yeah.
That's a 2 guilder there you're losing on every, you know, on
Yeah,
every
every time
liter.
you go
So,
a liter, yeah.
so it's a way of them still keeping it because they're making money. The bigger heads out there, they're making millions on us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and they still want to pay the people in guilders and come on, bro. It's a factor that
So
that
that's-
is really cutting St. Martin people thin.
So that's another issue.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Now another head here I see never returning home. Just
Yeah,
like what
that's
you were
what I
saying
just
just
said.
now. Okay?
Why you want
Yeah.
to come on for?
She said the lack of affordable housing isn't just a problem that residents have to deal with.
Yeah.
Graduates who want to move back to the island have a hard time finding jobs and affordable housing.
Yeah.
Okay, Alisa Husum, a
Yeah.
young graduate, says that she will likely never return home
Mhm.
for the same reasons.
Mhm.
Okay?
It's sad. It's sad.
Okay, so this
Many
person,
of them want to come home, huh?
yeah, so this person is saying she will never return home because of these reasons,
Yeah.
because she can't get a job
Yeah.
and because she
And
cannot-
what is she saying right there? It's facts, you know?
yeah,
She ain't
because
making up no
Yeah,
story.
because she said a name here,
It's
yeah?
facts.
She said the person is safe.
So you gotta understand, bro, how people are feeling.
Yeah, she said.
Go away, study, get educated and whatever, then come back to
But
do
I
what?
always keep saying, Brian, you know, we gotta stay in contact with our students
Yeah, we
because
do.
we're investing in them.
Yeah, but even so, bro, great. That's not implemented right now. But if they do figure out a way to do it, keep contact with them. Yes. Then what?
But then,
You're telling me to come back. Yes. All right, cool. But where's the housing? Where you want to put me
Yeah,
up? Where
yeah.
are going? No, man. It's not convenient.
yeah, that's
you know?
why.
So they feel better off in Holland, US, wherever they are.
Wherever they are,
Come
yeah.
St. Martin, come back home and visit family. Yes. But to live the same, thinking twice.
But that's why you see, that's why it's good for our people in government
Mhm.
to keep these things in mind. You know, that's
Mhm.
why these articles come
Yeah,
out,
bro.
read them, and you know, figure out things what we can do to
Yeah.
help them. Because look what you're saying. Like you said, the lady gone away, she won't come back.
Right.
Get these people, talk to them, why they want to come back, address them. Because we
but-
have to
but
address
bro,
them.
it's like I said, it's facts. We know. They could like tomorrow they could put it in place.
Yeah.
They know Rolex going Holland, he's studying to be an engineer. Bam, tick. This one going wherever to be a doctor. Bam. We in contact with them, email and whatnot. They have a database. Great, it's figured out. No, yes. But at the same time, you're still allowing everybody and their grandmother to come here to get this, to get that. And then those one who want to come back, their spots already filled.
Yeah.
Forget about the job market. We're talking about housing here. Where else we gonna dig? Where else we gonna build up in St. Martin? We know, facts again, it's a hilly country. It's a hilly place.
Yeah, so it costs more.
So it gonna even cost more for
It costs
excavation.
more, yeah. So,
So you gotta dig deep in your pockets just to get a average, good, decent home.
decent home.
So
yeah.
forget about your dream house.
No,
You understand?
no. There's no dream house here.
But-
but another thing.
But
Another thing,
wait,
another
before
thing.
you go there, the outsiders getting their dream house though.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Because, well,
They in paradise
focus on
living a
living
dream,
in
though.
business. Okay, but hold on.
Okay.
When you Another thing also people have to understand, right? Supply and demand. The demand for apartments here is up to here. It's very, very, very high. You know. And automatically, when it's high, the price is. You know. So and you can't get a lot of them, and especially decent ones. The prices are high. You know what I'm saying?
But that is make me always say, who running the country?
Yeah. Increased wages.
It is make you get kind of emotional because who running the country? It's a small island. We have people in place. Let's implement what we have to. Maybe ain't as easier said than done, huh? But somebody is in charge of the rules that we have to follow. You understand? There's so many factors, bro. Let's just come off of this topic quickly and talk about the tint on windows of your vehicle. That person now, just the other day we spoke to someone and he was upset because they stopped him, they take off the tint. The rules need to be across the board. You can't be taking off my tint, which wasn't so dark, but yet still I drive and I seen pitch black, 5%, 2%, double percent. People driving around.
When you're saying the consistency,
man, bro, all across the board, it has to be so.
Let me go back.
That's the problem.
Let me go back on the topic.
So who's responsible?
Indeed, I don't understand.
Who's responsible?
Let me read this last piece here. Increased wages, social housing, subsidizing housing, and rent control are some of the possible solutions. But for Martin, how realistic are these?
Yeah.
You know, so
because
she have a good point there. You know, she has a good point there. Fair wages, another thing. Maybe you could go through that, bro.
Do you think, though, people respect authority here in St. Martin?
How you mean, like police or?
Police, anybody in government, whatever. We need people in authority to take charge, to put rules, to implement laws.
I can tell you, bro.
This is what has to be done.
I can tell you. I seen it with my own eyes. You know, we have people that is very comfortable in the zone, and if Brian come tomorrow as my boss, you can't tell me nothing because you just come. You know, and that respect, we need to start to respect the authority of the person. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you come in and you want to make good
changes,
positive changes. You know, that's what I'm saying, because these people, they're really comfortable. I seen people tell people this is what we gotta do because of this and this. They still look for excuses not to do it because they don't want it done.
When you get,
you know what I'm saying?
When you get educated and you live here like I live here in St. Martin, right? You see, it's not a democracy. It's a lot of bureaucracy.
Yeah, indeed. That's one of the
it's
top
a lot of
things
people who there in a ladder and where you going? Push it down.
Yeah.
Where you going? This young fella think he coming up here,
but that's one thing.
Off.
That's one thing I don't know.
Cut you off. Then the sound tell you who you for.
Yeah.
Cut you off. That is the problem we have. So you want to read what fair wages?
Go with the fair wages because that's very important.
Okay. Affordable housing is normally defined as paying no more than 30% of gross income for housing, including utilities. Minimum wage on the island is $1,530 and 53 cents guilders, or $850 per month for a full-time 40 hours a week job. This means that a person with minimum wage should be paying a rent of around $255
that
a month.
Happen. It cannot happen. Okay? It's a sad reality, Brian, but it cannot happen. With the cost of the building, etc., like I just went through.
Plan of action. Plan of action.
We need a plan of action.
We could go on and on, right? But we started out with most of my friends live with their parents. Plan of action. If you're living with your parents, whatever age to whatever age, let's do some calculating. You got a job, they're paying you minimum wage. How much they say here? $850, right? Your mother or your father is sure they want 100 or 200, something.
Sometimes they don't even ask you for nothing.
Okay,
it depends.
Exactly, perfect. I'm sure that $850, I wanted to go up as well, but right now reality is ain't moving no time soon. Although that's $850 here. If you're living by your mother and father, you could save $200 a month, right? $200 a month times 12 is what? That's what,
$2,400, right?
Now, times that by 5 years. Remember, plan of action.
Yeah,
by 5 years, that's 12 grand. $12,000. Living in a country now where it's guilders, whatever, do that by 1.8. But anyhow, I'm teaching you right now a plan of action, living by your parents, making minimum wage, saving $200 a month for 5 years. You could actually have on a bank $12,000.
No, wait, so hold on. 12 times
200,
200, right?
24.
It's 2,400.
then times 5.
5 yes, is yes.
$12,000.
So 20,000, 20-something thousand dollars.
Yes. So 12,000 US dollars you could have plan of action in 5 years.
Yeah, indeed.
Easy. Ask them, do a survey, how much of them have 5 grand in the bank?
Yeah, they can't.
They can't.
Yeah.
10 grand you could have, look, $12,000 you could have in the bank.
We have discipline also, and we have to talk about
Bro,
discipline.
because who gonna teach them?
Yeah, because
Who gonna teach them?
this
I mean, that's why
also-
Strictly Business is here. We're
Yeah.
here to help the community in
Help the
every way
community,
possible.
especially,
But
you know.
it's a plan of action. If you don't planning or you're planning to fail, that's why majority of them out there are failing.
Yeah, like
And
we
they're
need-
crying.
what we're saying, we need to put a plan, you know, like they say goals, right? So you put a goal in front of you. You say, end of this year, I want to have $3,000 on my account.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to put that. Even banks now have standing orders. You could
Yeah.
send that from an account to your savings account, you know, or you can play, as they call it in Curacao, Sam.
Yeah, partner hand.
Yes,
whatnot.
partner hand is called it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So there's different ways. Okay, let me read this last part here before we go. Social and subsidized housing. In certain areas of the island, many recently built apartments are empty due to miscalculation of supply and demand. A solution for investors and home seekers alike might be tax incentives and rent subsidies. For Solomons Brown of Social Samaritan Housing Foundation, social subsidized housings for the for the homeless are a priority, but we need serious funding to create and upkeep that amount of accommodations. Rent control. That rent control, I don't know how to, I don't see it happening because, like I say,
Why you don't see it happening?
if I have okay, you have a rent control, right?
Uh-huh.
If my expense is $1 million, right, and I have to pay the bank, for example, 10 grand a month, okay, and I have 10 apartments, right? I need to rent every apartment minimum $1,000 a month. But then when I go by whatever rent control you're telling me, you telling me, but it can't be 1,000. But I'm telling you, okay, how much you have to be? You gonna tell me I have to be 500. So how am I gonna pay the bank? And I'm not gonna rent it for 1,000 either because I need to get something in my pocket too, or else it don't make sense doing it. So you gotta see it in that way.
Well, there you go. From the initial aspect of the building, that's what I'm talking about. From the
Yeah.
initial aspect of building whatever condo, whatever it is you're going to be building, you need to know supply and demand.
Yeah.
Do you want, I mean, we talk about office spaces and apartments, but there's so many office spaces that are empty right now on the island.
Yeah.
Empty. Why? Because the landlord wants too much money. Do you prefer having your building rented out 10 years straight, or every 2-3 years the tenant in and out, and then you have to go back and paint, you have to go back doing repairs, you got to put back in money because you need a new tenant? But if you had it at a set price and a set, perimeter, that you know that you have your people rented for 10 years straight, you have a good tenant. But if you're gonna have it jacked up, that person's gonna come try a thing, the business ain't work out, but I only paying the landlord alone, so I gotta close down.
Yeah.
You're gone. Landlord gotta come now, fix back, repair this, plug up holes, that, put back in more money to rent out to somebody else again.
But again, Brian.
So what I'm saying is initially, they have to plan in such a way to say, listen here, I want to have some apartments set up. Materials, we could go on and on about materials and whatnot, but St. Martin doesn't create, St. Martin imports everything. Import.
Yeah.
So then get it from XYZ elsewhere where it's a little bit cost effective. Stop making excuses about things expensive because there's other places, other islands that are doing it and it's not so expensive as where we're living right now.
Well,
You know?
well, one thing though I can tell you as a businessman, one more maybe, as a businessman, Brian, this is not a businessman's job. Okay? A businessman is not a social affairs. You know what I'm saying? So as a businessman, this is my price, is you have to decide if you're gonna rent it.
Correct.
The job of this, who have to do this job?
But let me stop you there.
Hold on.
Just as the businessman has to pay his mortgage, right?
Indeed.
How you gonna pay if it's empty? If that $1,000 is supposed to be collecting and you're getting zero, how you gonna pay? Where the money gonna
but
come
like
from?
I'm saying, it depends what kind of market are you going in. But the point I'm trying to bring to you
I
is,
got you,
but the
but-
point I'm trying to bring to you is,
Yeah.
the job of this
Yeah.
is St. Martin Housing Development Foundation, because
Yeah.
like the lady just said,
Yeah.
they have to put on
But
houses.
yeah, but still,
for-
bro.
You
Being
know?
a smart businessman, I want to be continually in business.
No, okay, well, you want to be in business.
That's what it's about.
No, but then you have to build what the market is for. For example,
That's
if
what
you
I'm
have-
saying.
Yeah, but
Plan it.
yeah, like if you have apartments now, and I can tell you,
Bro, you can't go making something expensive, nice up, and then nobody renting it.
Well,
It doesn't make
I mean,
sense.
like we have apartments.
They're trying to show they have the money to create this big, expensive, whatever it is. But who gonna rent it? And who gonna rent for how long?
We gotta go. But
You understand? It don't
if
make
you have
sense.
apartments now in St. Martin for $550,
Yeah.
I can go in 1 or 2 days.
Correct.
So that basically is the market.
Right.
But anyway, we have to wrap up. Saman, thank you. Billy, thank you. As well as thank you. Don't forget we have our back to school program.
Right.
You know,
Check out
don't
our
forget, check us
Facebook
out
page,
Facebook page.
Strictly Business
Give us a call,
Foundation. Give us a like. Check it out.
1216. Like our page, Facebook, Strictly Business
Yes, sir.
Education. Saman, thank you.
The friendly Island St. Martin. Remember, life is all about choices. So be careful what you choose and who you choose, because time waits on no one. Until next time. Strictly Business.